Hi everyone, I hope you're well. This is CoinsKid. Just going to dive into XRP. I hope you had a really good weekend, and I hope we have a really good week, okay? And for those of you that are supporting us in the Patreon, big thumbs up to each and every one of you. Really, really appreciate all your support, okay? And obviously, the likes, the sharing is caring. Everything you do to contribute towards the growth of CoinsKid is amazing. If you can just give this video a big like and a thumbs up, that'd be amazing as well. Thank you very much for all your continued support. So, right, XRP had that dip, didn't it? And it's beginning to look a little bit like this, isn't it? This is what we're anticipating for XRP. Hopefully now we've bottomed out, and obviously we may not have bottomed out. You're fully aware of that, and providing we don't go any lower, we could be looking at some kind of recovery right here for XRP, and hopefully we're going to do something like this where we're going to sort of go along a little bit, create these high lows, so to speak, adhere to the 34 EMA on the weekly right there. As long as we adhere to support and try and get back above the 20, which is really important, okay? On the weekly time frame, you need to see us get back above this yellow line and start closing out above. Do you see this? Get above the yellow and back testing it as support. That's amazing. I'm going to take this target out now because, as you can see, that was absolutely met, wasn't it? And that was a target from many moons ago for XRP, and you can see it's actually wicked down just below the 34 yesterday. I did say put some cheeky bids on the 34. Which was around about 70 cents, I think, and so that's good. Right now, the 34 is currently 70 cents, 07936, and obviously over time, if XRP does adhere to that, doesn't fall below that, then obviously that's going to be a really key area of support. But what I want to see for XRP is a couple of things. We're going to dive in a moment on the hourly time frame because I want to see it do something, and also I want to see it get back above a 20 EMA on the weekly. Okay, and obviously it needs to go up and make higher highs as well, because if it doesn't, you could still be rolling over effectively in this bull market. And again, you got the anomaly of Bitcoin, haven't you, in the space that if Bitcoin shits the bed, it's going to drag the market down a bit, unfortunately. But like I've outlined so many times, XRP is one of them only projects in the top sort of 10 that's got a court case over its head. And if for any reason we get the news, like I'll keep reminding you that it's classed as a currency and not necessarily a security by the SEC, or there's sort of a settlement or whatever, or even if the fact that there's talk of XRP tokens being burned. Now, obviously, supply and demand dynamics right there. What's that going to do to the price of XRP if there's a cut in supply, effectively? Think about those sort of tokenomics right there. So this is where you can see that sort of explosion out the gates, so to speak, and continuation in that bull run. And hopefully we get something like this where we go a bit sideways, wait for the break, see you later alligator, we're off to the beach. Now I'm just going to show you this previous bull run, and this is why in all the cycles, in the bull and bear cycles, stick with the channel. I will show you where millionaires are made, okay? Millionaires are made in bear markets, not necessarily bull markets, okay? Projectively, we've got a fantastic opportunity afoot of us, haven't we? But this is where you buy XRP, okay? And this is where you should be buying XRP right now as well, because it's capitulation, effectively. I've seen a lot of talk that they still think capitulation is still coming, and it might still come for XRP and crypto in general. But if it does, wow, what opportunities? Because you can see straight away, I mean, this is how volatile crypto is. If you'd have bought that dip yesterday, I think we said put it on the 0.70 on the 34 EMA. Right now, you can see that XRP is currently trading roughly 20% up, okay, and that's attractive, that's appealing to anybody, you know, and that's what drives the markets up. They'll start seeing that, they'll start FOMOing in and stuff like that. But we do want that nice steady growth. I'm not going to lie to you, we do want XRP to sort of go a little bit sideways, wait for that sort of news, and then break out the gates and continue with this bull run effectively. Don't get too ahead of itself like it did here. It got too ahead of itself, and this is why it ran into resistance and rolled back to support right now. And you can see it's actually lost the golden ratio, okay? So at the moment, you've got resistance in front of you, which is obviously the golden ratio, which is at 0.91 cents. If we can see it close above that, which would take us up towards above the 20 EMA as well, because right now that's what's happening. Here was your resistance, you see, there's 0.786. Regardless of the hourly, the 4 hourly, the daily, zoom out and you'll see a larger time frame of resistance right there. Like I said to you, in your 786, boom, 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 boom. What happened? You roll back to support. And again, if you continue to hit your head on this 0.618, which is a golden ratio, if you continue to hit your head on that at 0.91 and fail to close, you're going to roll back to support. Where's your next level of support? Obviously, it's the EMAs, but if you lose your EMAs, you're looking at the fib, the 0.50, okay, and that is at 61 cents. So this is why you may still see that further pullback for XRP over the next few weeks to months, so to speak. This is your support, and over time, you can see that the 55 is creeping up to that level as well. So do anticipate if we do get further pullbacks and there's a more level of consolidation, that you might be able to get XRP a little bit cheaper down there, okay? Now, like I said said to you, if you do start to lose the 55, just like you did here, hit in your head, that's bear market material right there. That's a precursor to a bear market. And in the whole of it, okay, because what you do when you've come down here, you've created a level of support right now, okay. Now if XRP does something like this, goes up like that, and then comes back down and bounces off to 55, your support's got lower. Do you see that? Because here, what you did the ABC correction. Look, A, B, C. You made a support line, which was your base, like it is now. You've done the A, B, C. You made a support line, which is your base. So effectively, what we need to see is no bigger dips for XRP, because if you do, your support's getting lower. Just like here, you got the A, B, C correction. But what happened was you lost the support. If you went along, you made lower highs. You basically started trading down. You see that losing steam on the buying side, and then you lost the support. Boom, bear market. See you later, alligator. We're off to the beach. We've sold and gone, basically. And we're still in a chance here for XRP. That's what I'm trying to say. We're still in a bull market. There's no signs of being in a bear market yet. The major bear market signal is obviously if you start to lose support constantly that you're creating for yourself on the weekly time frame, then yeah, you're in sort of trouble right there. Because this is what we potentially, I hope we've got for XRP right now, is we've come down, we've made this support on the 34. You see that? We're just week below it. Made that support. Hopefully now we can adhere to some kind of upper trend line here for XRP, where we don't fall down and we don't lose support and we don't keep hitting the red on the golden ratio right there. Because if we do, then you're going to come back to the previous level of support. You start to lose the EMAs, you're looking at a test of that, and your support becomes lower. Do you see that? So I'm hoping, and again, I can't see into the future, but I'm hoping that we're going to do something like this before we get the news and before we get the continuation in this bull run for XRP, taking us up to these levels like this, you know, a rinse repeat where we go up and at least get to this level in this bull run, and then obviously overextended on towards these targets here for XRP. Now, like I said to you, I'm just going to show you the previous bull run, okay? And this is why you lay down your fibs. This is why millionaires are made in bear markets, because I'm going to take the 34 out because I'm going to show you exactly what I mean, okay? So in a bear market, this is a bear market, okay? The confirmation of bear market obviously is that if you're in your head, precursor, I've already told you that, but this is the massive signal of a bear market. The bearish cross, the death cross on the weekly EMAs, where the 20 crosses to 55 negatively, okay? Bear market, confirmation. See you later, alligator. I've sold and gone to the beach. This is the buy and go to the beach signal from CoinsKid, okay? And this is where millionaires made. This is where millionaires are made, okay? Because when you get that signal, that's your buy and go to the beach signal from CoinsKid right there. And you don't get that until you've been through a bear market, you've created a bottom, you've created your top, you lay your fib on the bottom, you lay your fib on the top, confirmation of a bull market, boom, see you later. Right, and I'm going to show you an example of that right now, okay? So over here in this previous bear market for XRP, you can see you got the top and the bottom right here. Do you see this? So you got the top and the bottom just there, and you got the top just like that, and you can see just there in this previous bull market exactly where the Fibonacci retracement levels went to. Do you see that? So this is where it got overextended, because right now we're sort of down here somewhere, aren't we, on the 0618? We're around here sort of territory. We've come up hit red on the 0786. We rolled back to support, and now, you know, this is what we're looking at ahead of us, was extensions for XRP, where we get to obviously take out the high, then the 1272. You can see it hit it, roll back to support, then it went over to the 1414. Do you see that? Hit its head on the ceiling right there, the 1618. Come back to it as support, lost it, come back to the 1272. Congregated, consolidated, adhering to the EMA right there. Do you see that? And then bolted out, and it actually got overextended to the 272 right there in the previous bull market. Now, I'm not saying we are going to get completely overextended, but I'm just saying that if we did get to the 272 right here, I'll show you exactly where that is. And I have seen, I'll be honest with you, I have seen people laying down these predictions on TradingView, on YouTube. And this is what some people think that we're going to get to in this bull run, is 246 per XRP token, which would be absolutely incredible. Honestly, I don't think we'll get there in this bull run. I do think we'll get there, okay, but not in this bull run. I think we're going through cycles, as you well know, for XRP and crypto. And I do eventually think we will get there in time, in our lifetime as well, you know, over the next 10 years, so to speak, or possibly over the next couple of cycles, we may potentially get there for XRP at $246 per token. So that's something you need to think about, okay, because people get bogged down with today and the what's now, and they don't realize, you know, this is a long game for some. This is an evolving technology that's not going to be adopted overnight, okay, but you sort of know exactly where it's going. It's going to be adopted, the banks are going to be using it, it's institutions, the wall of money is going to get swallowed up by it effectively in the Nostro accounts. I don't need to go into detail. You already know the fundamentals of XRP, but you can see, if in that, zoom out, look into the future, and you can see where that 272 extension would actually sort of come to fruition in time. Okay, but not this year, not next year. What do I know? It might go absolutely mental, and it might get there. But I have seen some rash sort of price predictions that they're thinking this year, potentially this bull run. Personally, I don't see that. But again, would I have thought that when we were down there? And I've just shown you that extension, how that got to the 272 right there. You know, I would have been laying down the fibs and thinking, yep, we've hit the ceiling just there. Okay, I'll just show you again. We've hit the ceiling just there. We've hit the ceiling just there. I'm done. I'm exiting the markets. But then obviously it rolled back, it consolidated, and then went for another leg up to the 272. So I'm like, no, effectively. But yeah, not financial advice. Who knows? No one's got a crystal ball, okay? But that's what's projectively in front of us for XRP right now. Not immediately, but this is why you got to zoom out, and you've always got to have a target as well. Okay, so enough yapping on. XRP is doing relatively well, isn't it? It's picked up. Hopefully, it's found a base, and hopefully, like I've said to you, we're going through something like this where we've done. It looks very similar to that. You can't deny that this particular pattern right here, where we've gone up, we've gone the A, the B, the C. Look, you've gone up, you've gone the A, the B, the C. Do you see that? And now you start to pick up after that nasty week. Do you see that? You've created a base. Nice pickup, get back above the 20 this week, get some confidence back into the market, and then constantly stay above the 20. Look at that. Support, support, support. See you later, alligator. We're out of here. So this is where you do need to see XRP pick up. Okay, pick up, get above the 20, march on, back to the support, get through the golden ratio, get that out of the way of resistance, start to adhere to the 20th support, and we could look for a really nice recovery here for XP. And fingers crossed we do get that, okay? Because I've seen a lot of people saying it's a house of cards and crypto's a scam and it's a Ponzi and all that sort of stuff. And that's the stuff that you will see come out when everything's going down. You don't necessarily see that, and it's almost like a media game, okay? It's almost like a FUD campaign to make you sell your tokens, whether it's XRP, whether it's One or Link or Bitcoin or whatever. It's like a smear campaign that goes on, and you're fully aware of that right now, okay? So strong hands, basically. But again, not financial advice. You do what you want to do. All I'm doing is saying that this is what I see. It's for educational entertainment purposes only, okay? And that's all it ever is. Don't ever take anything I say as financial advice, please. But again, thank you for your continued support, and hopefully right now we're gonna break out of here. We're gonna back test the support. We're gonna march on. We're gonna get to these extensions up here, which would be amazing in this bull run. And we've been through the big shakeout right now for XRP. Fingers crossed. So right now I'm just gonna dive into the hourly time frame for XRP then. So yesterday, I said that put a few cheeky bids on the 070, okay, because that's where you may find a level of support, which was the 34 EMA on the weekly time frame. You can see from the previous bull runs it holds a support, and right now we did get a sort of bounce off it, wicked down a little bit below that, didn't we? So right now this is our low in this current downtrend that XRP finds itself in. So I'm going to drop this in just for future reference, okay? It's at 06482 at the moment. Now yesterday, after I recorded this, I did notice a bit of a bear pennant on the hourly time frame just there, where it broke down, a pennant was forming, and then you had a breakdown target. Look at that. So this is why I need to start making more signals and posting them on Twitter. So yeah, we had the consolidation there, and then you broke down, you created a pennant, and it's a continuation pattern. And you can see when you broke out of it, look at that target met. Okay, so that was a great little opportunity, but unfortunately I didn't put it out there, and I do apologise for that. I'm going to try and create some kind of trading group or signal group or something like that, but obviously you can imagine I'm just so busy at the moment. So yeah, we broke down, we bounced off this bottom here, okay, and we basically come back above this 070, which was obviously the weekly 34 EMA right there, and you can see from putting a few bids in right there, XRP is currently up a lovely 20%, so that's really nice. I'm going to drop this out right now because that weekly EMA is obviously changing, as you're fully aware, okay? This was our target, wasn't it? It was a 075. That can go now because that's been met, obviously. So that was our ABC target, wasn't it? So right now this is your C wave down to 064. Do anticipate though that we could go lower. Always anticipate the worst, okay? But right now you can see we've come back into this channel, which is good. So effectively, hopefully, just like this was a throwback, this is a throwback, and now we're reversing the trend, which would be amazing, wouldn't it? But like I said to you, on the hourly time frame, you've got to see two things, okay? One is, get above the 34 EMA, which we've got above. Do you see this? Because you can see in this entire downtrend, since you came back into this falling type of channel, which is basically a falling broadening channel. Look, this channel here, look. You come back into it. And like I said to you, if you break the level of resistance up here, it's a reversal pattern, and you come back up where you formed it, which would be the top of the B wave, which would be around $1.75, wouldn't it? Which would be absolutely amazing. So yeah, I wanted to see a couple of things, and one of those things has been ticked, and it was getting above the 34 EMA right here. We've got above it. That's really, really good, because you can see since you've come back into the wedge, okay, and you've been falling and you've been caught under the downtrend, there's one thing you've not done, and it's not get above the 34. You can see that it's been acting as a major level of resistance all the way. Look, every time you come back up, you've tried to break it and got resisted and rejected at it, and you fell down. Now what's good here, you've got above it. You've got above it, okay, and if you can back test it and hold it as support, it's going to make you break out of the 55. Do you see that? Because this one EMAs are so important. You've got above the 20, which is good. You've got above the 34, which is golden. Now the next step to get above the 55 would be absolutely beautiful. If you can see that, you could see a lovely little upside for XRP over the next day or so. Come up to tackle this level of resistance here, because like I said to you, if you can break out of this right now, if you can break out of this level of resistance, you're looking at a really nice recovery up to this B wave high just there. And that particular target, I'm going to drop it in right now. I'm going to $1.75, I think it is roughly, yeah, around about there. So if XRP was to go on from here, I'm not saying it will, by the way, it's got a lot of work to do. If it was to go on from here, you would be looking at a lovely recovery of around 108% for XRP, okay, and hopefully we got this correction out the window. It's looking relatively good. It's looking relatively healthy, isn't it? But obviously you got the anomaly of Bitcoin. If Bitcoin decides to go down again or shit the bed, then it's going to drag the market down with it, unfortunately. So I do anticipate that. What we need to see on the hourly time frame, it's looking quite good. It is looking relatively good. What you need to see on the hourly time frame, because this is looking a bit of a bull flag right there, okay, at the moment. I'll tell you exactly what that looks like. You've got a bit of a bull flag on the go just there. Do you see this? Bull flag. So it looks bad, you're coming down, you're back trading, but as long as you adhere to the 34 and keep testing its support, this is where you could see the break and push you out of the 55. Because if you see the breakout to 55, you've got continuation, obviously, but you've got a nice little breakout there up towards 93 cents, which would see you back above the 20 EMA on the weekly time frame, and it would actually see you break that golden ratio resistance of 0.91 as well, and it would all start to look relatively good and a bit more confidence in the market for XRP. So fingers crossed, everyone, we can get this recovery right here. It is a nice recovery. It's looking relatively healthy. Like I said to you, that in this whole downtrend, there's one thing you've not done, and it's break the 34. Right now you've broke it, so it's good. It's basically good. This is what we're waiting for, okay? Like I said to you, it's not just going to happen overnight where you go, see you later, alligator, we're out of here. It might do. That'd be nice, but again, you want it to grow nice and organically, okay? You don't want to get too ahead of yourself, because if it does, you're getting a blow off top again. It comes down crashing really, really hard. So yeah, we need to break the 55 effectively. Get the 55 broken, and we can see it, some progress right there, okay? So what I'm going to do is lay down, obviously, a little bit of price prediction right now. That if you see it break above the 55 and start to close above it, I would expect to hopefully see some continuation right there for XRP to come up and test this level of resistance right here. I can't give you it, obviously, because you're fully aware over time this changes, okay? This changes with a trend. You see that with time. So this moves down effectively. So what you need to see for XRP, get above, back test, march onwards and upwards and tackle this level of resistance right there, okay, and come back up and test the top of the channel of the falling broadening channel right there, which, like I've outlined to you, is a reversal pattern up to the top where it come from. It's 176. So good luck, everybody. And then obviously I'm going to your breakdown target, which I don't want to give any more breakdown targets, to be honest with you. I don't want to look at it going down anymore. It's annoying me. If it was to roll, then obviously look for a double retest, a double bottom down here, okay? And again, that would be a good thing. If it didn't make another lower low, like I've said to you, it's found its base, it's found its rock solid base right here. Do anticipate that if you did come down, it's got to bounce off that particular area at 0.648 there, okay? Take care, everybody. I'll be back tomorrow with another update on XRP. Bye bye.